That was the year he won his second PDC ranking title.
Peter Wright in that final, 6-5.
58.
Heta, we're looking off to a decent start here. It's
81.
quite a decent looking board, truth be told, this one. Taylor, who had a good run here yesterday, Nathan Aspinall, Brendan Dolan, Jamie Atkins and Karel Sedlacek.
96.
John Henderson. It'll be a fun watch, if nothing else.
Yeah, Sedlacek had a good run yesterday. Played some excellent stuff.
140.
Heta leaves himself 104. Payne needing a perfect visit here to get the leg in the bag. Not going to happen. Heta. Combination finishes ending on double 16, usually something of a speciality
60.
for him. 418s will give him a go at that double 16 he pinned first time of asking in leg 1.
Nice start to the combination. Just a single needed then. There it is. So double 16 to take out the 104 and lead 2-0.
Game shot.
Well, he couldn't hit a double yesterday in round 2. His own throw, he's lost the darts again. Heta weighing in again.
87.
Well, the 7 wasn't the worst outcome, but not what he was aiming for there. But he must feel at the minute, Heta, there's just nothing coming back, is there?
44.
Not a great deal, no. Does that change his route for this? Has gone quite aggressive. He could have started on the 20, stayed there to guarantee a dart at the bullseye. Felt Josh Payne was far enough back to go a more aggressive route that may not yield a dart for the leg. And ultimately, he's not going to be punished for not taking out the 90 in that visit.
Still not a lot of pressure incoming here. So Heta, double 16. Well, he has been lethal in that little corner of the board. Everything he's gone for, he has put away.
The returns of the likes of Chris Dobie and Cameron Menzies to the field. Damon went looking for the 170 to leave double 16, but he will leave single to double. And with the way that this game has gone, Damon Heta, you expect him to just clear up that 57 and win the match 6-0.
You would expect that. Different route this time on the combination. But tops it is for a demolition from Damon. And right in the middle of double 10. The Heat wasting no time. Almost an apologetic handshake.
Question marks for Nathan in terms of qualifying for, say, the Players' Championship finals in Minehead, which he has missed before. Missed it last year because he skipped a load of events going, I'll win the money later, and then never did. But he's only just inside by 500 quid at the minute. European 45. Championship, there's a real fight on for that as well. The Asp will be going to Prague in the Czech Republic for the final Euro Tour event of the year. But he is playing pain-free, taken up running during his time off, recuperating
88.
from his surgery. And look, looks good, feels good. Just about playing himself into top form now.
This will be a good way to start. This will be a very good way to start.
Game shot.
Magnificent from Aspinall. 156 to kick off proceedings and a breaker throw as well. And he might have had a period off the board, but he's started off with a superb finish, but he's not happy about something down there. I'm not entirely sure what the problem is. Yeah, well, speaking of seedings, Dave Chisnell went out early yesterday. He's through 6-2, the number 1 seed here, but the number 8 seed, Josh Rock, has gone out. He's lost 6-5 to Robert Owen. Ryan Searle, the 4 seed, he's fallen by the wayside. Ian White beating him 6-5, and we've also lost Ross Smith, the number 3 seed, beaten by Tim Walters 6-3. So Ross Smith, Luke Humphries, Ryan Searle and Josh Rock, 4 of the top 10 have gone.
Yeah, Ross Smith,
100.
not a great performance, averaging in the 80s. Luke Humphries got his average into the 90s. Ryan Searle was up at 98, but Josh Rock averaged 99, 10 points more than Robert Owen, and was still beaten in a last leg decider.
100.
And see all these, in fact, and Josh Rock, oh dear, in the final leg he was left on double 1. And Robert Owen has won it in 21 darts, so I assume a lot of match darts have gone begging as double top. It's
Game
found
shot.
by Nathan Aspinall for a 2-all scoreline. And you've got the likes of even Dom Taylor. Could easily go and win one of these, but
171.
he's going to have to get past Nathan Aspinall. I'm not sure that's going to happen, because Nathan Aspinall, it's not just the fact he's been good. The fact he's maintained this level and looks like he can maintain it, but Dom Taylor is still making a move. Maximum there to leave a 2-darter, and maybe the 1-3-2 has to go for Nathan.
He's had a couple of big finishes already here, Nathan. Will be a real champagne shot. Right, first, is that a blocker? Well, we're going to find out if he can get this in. This will be Houdini-like. Does he go left? Does he go right? He's going into streaming ball 3 to throw this dart, I think. This would be some throw.
85.
Always up against it. Always up against it. That first dart couldn't really have been any worse.
Still work to do for Taylor. He'll go to the 12s. Double 13 for a level game. Dom
Game
Taylor,
shot.
12-darter. Superb leg and a superb fight back. Another treble will get him to a finish. A third will get him to a great one. Well, maybe we're seeing there one of the reasons why Dom Taylor isn't one of the big 180 hitters around, because he's willing to move away. But it's 164 plays 164, and Aspinall could take it out, but needed another treble 19.
Thought that was in. He thought that was in, and he was going to get a shot at the bullseye. Now he's got to leave it as handy as he can.
96.
Well, it's not a foregone conclusion, so Taylor will get a look at the same target, but he's going upstairs first, can't find the treble. It's going to be pressure though on Aspinall here.
$82.
His score.
2 darts for 5 apiece. Both of them missed. And Dom Taylor's finishing in the last few legs has been excellent.
Great first dart. Yes, it's in. So 2 match darts to knock out Aspinall in round 1.
Game shot,
and he only
and the
needs
match.
1 dart. Point we make pretty regularly is we know all these guys, when they're at it, they can all play to a certain level. The problem is when you're not at that level, where is your lower level? And as you said there for Jules, maybe the gap between top and bottom is too big at the moment.
171 would leave a 2-darter. Not going to get that.
81.
Going 4 19s and a 25 is 101. Would have got him to 170.
19 gets it. Double 16 then for a 108, and
Game
that is
shot.
hit beautifully. Jamie Atkins holds his throw and a nice tumpless checkout. Yeah, was the shot he needed, and all of a sudden Atkins' throw is under a little bit of pressure. Get a treble 20 here. The deflection was
55.
unkind, and is this the break opportunity for Dolan? He's got 2 visits here.
No need to go in this visit.
83.
Oh, that just hurts a bit. If it was just a single 18, it leaves single, single, double. As it is, 2 singles would only give him a dart at the bullseye, Brendan Dolan. He should have got this
100.
break of throw earlier in the match. Missed loads of darts to do it.
Did leg 2. 87 then to go 5-3 up. Well, it will potentially only be 1 dart at the bull, and he played it safe. And bullseye
62.
wires. That couldn't have been much closer from Dolan. Atkins then. He may well need the same target. Got to stay straight. Does stay straight. Bullseye to level up at 4-4. And again,
65.
it's the width of a wire, the wrong side of the target.
Brendan Dolan for the breathing space that he craves. Double 8.
Game shot.
It's there. Brendan Dolan leads by 5 legs to 3. It's the first breaker throw in this match.
follow closely. He's from my part of the world, Joe, and yeah, I've got to agree, he's having a really tough time at the moment. But Jamie Atkins here might just have an opening. Got to come away with at least one treble. Two would be beautiful. Oh, that is a nice visit from Atkins. So now Dolan is on the back foot.
Treble 20, and then I think Brendan will go bull double 16. But he doesn't have that option.
100.
Leaves 42 for the match unless Jamie Atkins can produce his first breaker throw of this contest. The chances to do so have been at a premium in this game, but here's a chance.
34.
And it's one he can't take.
42 then. Double 16 for the match for Brendan Dolan.
Game
And Brendan
shot
Dolan
and the match.
does take out that opportunity. Stopping it a little bit here. Sedlacek. Back comes on.
140.
1040 is the order of the day for Carroll here. Get anywhere near that.
56.
In fact, that's not great at all, to be honest.
Oh, but can John weigh in?
100.
Not bad. Not bad. Treble knee. Oh, no. Now that is a wayward dart. That's another wayward dart.
59.
Well, that might redeem it. But Henderson will fancy this. Shot's still on. Treble 18 he'll need. Treble 18 he gets. Wow.
Game shot.
John Henderson. Another break of throw. The 115. Not the planned route, but he got there in the end. That was impressive from Henderson. Then look at games like this that are not pretty on the numbers, and these are the games you've got to win. These ugly games.
78.
Starting to get a little bit prettier for John Henderson. The average has climbed into the 90s.
59.
Time here, but he'll want to deal with this in two. He's set up. You mentioned Connor Scott. He's won here today. He's beaten Radek Zagansky 6-2. He's safely through to round two.
Playing some magnificent stuff this year, Connor Scott, but
100.
by his own judgment, thinks he's playing all right, steady, feels he's got more. If he has, he'll be very dangerous over the coming months. Double 10 for Big Hendo.
20.
It's 3 more missed at double. Karol Sedlacek. He's missed his fair share as well. Single 17 for double top.
Game shot.
Breaks a throw on a problem apparently for the Czech.
97 then for the match. The first time he's hit treble 7 today. He's not done yet. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Needs double 12. No, he doesn't. He needed double 11.
No
21
score.
off leaves 76, not 78, John.
99.
He's still trying to work it out. And now he's realised, and he's back at 97. Karol Sedlacek is unlikely to take the 170, but Hendo is back on 97.
Well, he is coming back for 97.
96.
Well, that maybe just typifies this game so far. Take two for Hendo, 97 incoming.
Well, if he hits the treble 7 again, we won't be going treble 18, I'll tell you that much. Now he does want treble 18. And now he does want double 12 again. And he's asking to make sure you've done it once, Hendo. Can you do it again?
73.
The answer is no. And is he over for John Henderson?
Single 20. Tops. No,
34.
both have missed match darts. Well, in fact, Hendo's missed 2. Double 12. Take 3. John Henderson. Yes,
Game
he's
shot
done it.
and the match.
Hendo wins it in the end.
Can all do the 140s and 180s. It frustrates me to see them practicing so much on that.
121.
Last start from Gurney. Bates here with a good visit. Come running for cover.
95.
Finds it in the end. Maybe not as many as he would have wanted, and Gurney's making inroads into the 183. That's a great start. Oh, what a visit that is. 159 to leave double 12. Might be in vain. Well, tops was the shot.
91.
Here's the modern route to go on that 131. He was looking good, but beautiful set of play from Gurney. I mentioned the word experience, patience.
Game shot.
You've got to be adaptable, you've got to be versatile, and I think he ticks all them boxes, Gurney. And Keane Barry was superb in that last game as well. I was looking forward to see how he responded to that.
$58.
The scruffy leg here. Bates, 4 visits in, he's not halfway through yet.
58.
Big chance here for Gurney to get the first breaker throw.
It was a marvellous setup play in the previous leg, which really turned this game in favour of Gurney. Doesn't necessarily need the treble, but it does put him in a
99.
fantastic position that last start.
And Bates do here.
58.
Not a great deal, truth be told. So Gurney looking to leave that double 18 again. And that is clinical. 90 in 2. He leads by 3 legs to 1. Gurney pretty good in that area of the board.
His best return for a while. You could see Owen Bates' heart sank as the first treble went in.
56.
That could be the beginning of the end.
You would think so. That will certainly help Gurney's charge as he comes down. Well, there we go. You talked about his layup play earlier on. Well, that's a perfect layup to leave double 16 for the match.
Well, this was always his go-to
43.
double. What he's going to be looking at to see out this game. It's been solid. It's been professional. And it's delight
Game
for
shot
Daryl Gurney.
and the match.
He gets over the winning line against Owen Bates, who continues to learn on the job.
To hold his own throw, but Smith has got a chance here at the hockey to take the darts away, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Great visit from Smith. He's first to a finish.
$40.
Oh, he did go for it. We didn't think he would take that on, but Smith so confident, nonchalant, just pops in the bullseye. Smith here threatening to run away with this one.
96. $140.
Is it? Look, Smith for a 4-1 lead. Have to go for the bull this time. Look, this time his line is good, but he's just over pitched it a fraction.
17's Bedford beaten, no problem whatsoever,
Game
and that's
shot.
a stunning 83 finish. A good set of play there from Steve Beaton.
Smith first to a finish, but Beaton could get himself down to a better one.
60.
Again, he's all over the top wire, but can't get in the red bit.
You sense that was his opportunity. 88 points left.
92.
Well, leaves 72. We'd expect to see it out. Bit of magic from Beaton, maybe.
136.
Doesn't get much closer than that. That's the fine margins we talked about in this game. Said it could only be 1 double. It's actually 2. Double 6. Big
60.
dart.
Yeah, 2 opportunities, so Beaton needs double 4. And he
21.
can't get it, so he made the opportunity, but he couldn't put it away. And Smith now needs double 6 to move within 1 of the match. Double 3.
Game
Gets
shot.
there in the end. 5-3 for Smith. Smith won't be worrying about that. Potentially 2 visits away. Place
83.
the next round.
Little shake of the head there from Steve. I think even he's realising that he's missed a potential opportunity. Not the fact that Michael Smith's done
94.
anything wrong. He's been averaging just round about that 100 average. It has dipped slightly here. But this is what Michael Smith does, and it's a stellar
shot
performance in the
and
end
the
from
match.
Michael Smith, the former champion of the world. Put on a much, much better performance in beating Dimitri Vandenberg, who looks a little out of sorts right now.
He really does.
40.
Johnny Clayton does have one of these titles to his name this year. Wesley Plaisier in the final one, and he keeps on making board
140.
finals and last 16s and quarterfinals, picking up good chunks of money. Just feels like the top gear isn't quite
60.
there when he needs it. But that may arrive, and it may arrive in time for next week. Barney needs the treble. Cannot get it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
90.
head shaking coming from Barney. I know that's part of it he's eradicated from.
Game
Might be head
shot.
shaking in this one. Superstar from Johnny Clayton, break a throw.
$98.
Not enough for Johnny to get to a finish, so Barney doesn't even have to incorporate the bullseye here. Not that it's an option. Oh,
99.
well. He decided to take the option.
I think the angle of that treble 18, I think if he was going to stay on the 18's bed there,
140.
could have got a deflection. Big number. Wow. Not often you see that with Barney. Just the one dart to double. He burnt that dart by
21.
having to go down for a 3. It brings Johnny Clayton back into the equation, and it's this type of finish. Double 4 this time. Big dart in this match.
66.
Double 2 plays double 1. Raymond van Barneveld, problems of his own making in this leg. Go over the top of that. Or to the right.
Game
Over the top and into it. And Raymond van Barneveld scaring himself there. Has gone the way of Mike De Decker rather emphatically.
135.
6-1 against Kim Hybrex. So De Decker through to the last 16, joining Connor Scott. And Gary Anderson has just booked his place through as well with a 6-2 victory over Joe Cullen. Another 110-plus average.
Yeah, I seen some statistic yesterday where he's just
100.
ridiculously clear of the next person, averaging over 110.
Yeah, I think he's got twice the number of the next player. It is astonishing stuff.
59.
Well, Johnny's going to go for this. Isn't he? He's not.
94.
Well, 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 Johnny.
Right decision for me, but yeah, like you, I was also looking at the bullseye there. Barney's put this one to bed already.
59.
Knows it's effectively going to be a best of 3 if Johnny can see out this double 16.
Game shot.
Usually does that, but Barney does have the dart.
Chris Dobie, another player through to the last 16. A 6-2 win over the German giant Gabriel Clemens, and another ton-plus average for Chris Dobie. Another player playing very, very well today. Missed yesterday. Looks like he is raring to go today.
100.
Big difference between a ton and a ton 40 in that situation for Johnny Clayton.
Absolutely. The beautiful dart. Decision to make here. And I like that. I like that
105.
play. That 76 finish. He'll fancy his chances there. Clayton's up against it here, but he's been up against it so many times in his career.
135.
Well. Chance of Barney.
Agonising miss for Johnny Clayton. Compound the agony. Double 8 is pinned, and that's the match for Raymond van Barneveld. Johnny Clayton missed double 12 for a brilliant 1-4-1 checkout that would have taken us all the way, but the ferret is beaten. Barney succeeds. A good competitive game, and despite Clayton averaging more than his opponent, Barney took the chances that mattered. Somehow defied Danny Noppert in the previous round, now going head-to-head with Damon Heta. Looks like it could be another high-quality encounter, that one over on board 8.
100.
Yes, it doesn't look as good, the fact that my nap of the day on the opening day of the Grand Prix, as Gary looks at this 1-2-1. The double 14. to get on the board.
107.
Another missed data, a double, a nervy look at the scoreboard there of Andrew Gilding. It's almost like a free hit for Andrew to break a throw potentially. Needs the treble 17 though.
Can't get it, but double seven's no
38.
gimme. Great at it. Looks like it. Oh, Gary
10.
Anderson just cannot find a double. He's had darts in every leg. He's missed every single one of them. This for 3-0 with a double break to the 16 segment. Now to the bullseye. And Gilding has had darts in every leg, but he's taken his chances. It is 3-0 with a double break to Goldfinger.
Well, he's having a right juggle with the darts there. I don't know if he was just drying his hands there, Dan, or has changed darts during this game.
Looks like there's another set on the table, so he may well have changed them. Whether they are different in any way, whether weight or grip or anything, he may just want the different feel of them in your hand. You were never one to do that, were you? You had the set and that's them.
No, my mind's elsewhere, actually. My mind goes back to a
97.
semi-final. I played Gary at the Premier League, and I hate sort of saying, because you get people saying, look at Glentit. But he used that bulbous dart that he's using this day for the first time on that day, the Premier League semi-final. He was rubbish with them. I beat him, I think, with an 87 average. So every time I see him with these 120 averages, with this style of dart, and I was just seeing if he's gone back to the straight dart, but it's still got that bulbous thing on the end, just maybe a brand new set.
180.
Decent decision.
Yes, I think that was probably the lowest quality Premier League finals night we've ever seen, was it not, Glenn Durrant?
Yes.
But the outcome was all right from certain perspectives.
41.
Only 41 for Gilding, leaves himself 80.
Beautiful set of play for Gary. He can't buy himself a double at the moment. Not going to get the opportunity with these three darts as well.
34 scored. Yeah.
48.
Leaves 60, but Gilding would love 2 darts at double 10 from here. Work his way up. Double top for Andrew Gilding.
40.
Ooh, that was for 4-0.
Yeah, virtually match point there. Gary, maybe panic is just setting in a little bit. That's not sat ideal. Hence the reason he's crashed through that first
Game
dart.
shot.
But what a dart that is, Gary Anderson. Thought there was a potential of this being a one-sided affair.
123.
Not by the way of this man in your picture. Same procedure. To the yockey. Step to the left. Accuracy right now. We should go down to treble 17.
171.
Not only does he look at it, he absolutely pings it. This 158. It has to go.
Well, 2 treble 18s and bull was the route. For reasons that
120.
I don't fully understand, but I suppose it does give him that setup to get to the double 16. Ultimately, it's double 12 for Gilding and 5-1, and
Game
this,
shot.
unbelievably, could be turning into Andrew Gilding railroading Gary Anderson. His 3rd victory in the last 4 meetings, and this, the biggest one of the lot. Win this leg, it's 5-3. Then he'd have the darts to make it 5-4. Could start reeling Gilding in.
And we are, I said nothing's really going to phase Gilding,
41.
but the body movement, the balance, it's not 100% right now. Beautiful.
171.
Gary Anderson is going to get multiple opportunities to pick up this leg.
83.
Gilding score of 83, not enough to leave a finish. So treble 18 and tops. Finds the first dart. And the
Game
next
shot.
one, that's an 11 darter from Gary Anderson to break the throw, and the gap has gone from 4 legs to just 2 now. Does lose this game. I'll be interested to see if Gary Anderson turns up tomorrow, because he was genuinely talking about, well, I might do the first couple and then go home.
45.
3 days of Pro Tour action doesn't interest him that much nowadays. But when you've played so well and not picked up as much money as perhaps the level of your play deserves,
100.
maybe he would show up tomorrow.
The worst could be to come as well, because he might get a hug off Andrew Gilding as well.
You know what that feels like?
On my wall, actually. It's in my...
On my wall. Never been more jealous of you.
100.
Beautiful dart. I was beginning to doubt Gilding in the previous leg. Gary looked like he was finding his range. Be careful here.
58.
One treble combo for Andrew Gilding to beat Gary Anderson for the 3rd time in 4 meetings. Single 16. Match dart Gilding. Ooh, and he just pulls it a little low, but the chances are he'll get more opportunities.
He started on the 19s, but I think he hasn't made a decision yet whether to start in the 19s or 20s. He's gone with the 19s. Right decision. Can he follow that one? He did, but it just kissed into the treble 7.
Yeah.
Gilding will be back.
78 score.
What for him will be a major, major victory.
98.
Anderson had a little think about what he needed and then just threw it at the treble 20 anyway. But it may not matter because Gilding's eyeing up double 10 and pins double 10. And Goldfinger beats the Flying Scotsman. He is denied once again despite playing superlative darts until all of a sudden he's knocked out of the tournament. A dozen darts missed at double, a whole bunch in the first 3 legs by Gary Anderson. That allowed Gilding to build up a lead, and it's a good job he had that lead because he just about managed to protect it, and he's through to the quarterfinals.
No dramas. Bunting once again way back. Scott outscoring Bunting right now.
60. $93.
Derby 4-1 up on Luke Litter at the moment. Andrew Gilding 3-1 up on Chizzy. Connor Scott looking good here.
121.
Lead 3-2 after 5 legs. Big 20. The tops. That looks awkward. Just has to move to the right-hand side of the hockey. But no
Game
problems
shot.
whatsoever. Scott leads 3 legs to 2. Back that 180 up.
$97. $83. $180.
Yeah, for Bunting, he's certainly producing the goods on his throat. Clearly, that'll be on his mind. Connor Scott almost looks resigned to
140.
losing this leg. Bunting's been thrown this for a potential 11 darter. Big number for double 16.
Game
No
shot.
problem whatsoever. 11 darter, the best leg of this game. Still on throw after 6.
Now this is a bona fide chance for Stephen Bunting. Gilt-edged.
100.
90 needed. Up for the treble 20 or 2 singles would leave bull. Oh, and he's gone the other way. Now that is a risk. Leave the bull again.
65.
It's a risky strategy.
Not for me, not the way this man is playing. And another one for double 18.
120.
Well, Stephen Bunting then with the clearest chance yet. 2 at double 8 to go in front. Take the lead for the very first time in the match.
17.
Oh, he's had his chance, he can't complain.
Nervy moments. Especially now over to double 9.
27.
I think 7 darts at double between them missed in this leg. All over now. Bunting leads.
Masters champ is just a different proposition these days.
100.
He's got that consistency, he's got that fight complemented with all the skills and ability. 81 points away from another semi-final.
60. 49. 99.
Well, it was a match where they could hardly be separated. It went with throw with the majority, but Stephen Bunting got his opportunity in leg 9. It's double 8 for the match.
16.
Well, is there one final twist in this tungsten tail?
$59.
Second opportunity for Bunting. And no
shot
problem this
and
start with a
match.
bullet. A fantastic game, but it was all about that leg 9. The first 8 legs, you can see the frustration in Connor Scott because he has missed an opportunity there.
And what do you see here? What do you expect here?
I expect Chris Dobey to carry on playing in the manner in which he has played all day. And the early signs are good because Dobey is outperforming everybody still standing in the tournament. He is ticking along at 101 average for the day. Too good for Luke Littler, too good for Jeffrey de Graaf and Gabriel Clemens and Willie O'Connor and Nathan Rafferty in his opening game. And too good right now for Daryl Gurney because he's on for a perfect leg to start the match.
And he had one in the Players' Championship a week ago. Note that Dan Dawson skillfully waited until 2 treble 20s had been hit before forecasting that Dobey would play well. Poise and precision from Dawson. And from Dobey? No, not quite.
It's in the 19th.
Not quite. It was that close to the 8th perfect dart. Well, they're having a joke about it, but who'll have the last laugh here at the end of the contest? It's all fun. But there's a lot of money at stake, a lot of ranking points at stake, and the title. But I tell you what, Dobey is playing well, isn't he? And he's been playing well for a little while, in point of fact.
Yes, very long while. There's no surprise that Chris Dobey has won 2 of these events already this year and been in 2 further finals. Win this game, and it's 20% of these events he's reached the final. He hasn't played in every single one either. Double 16 is found. That's an 11 dart start. On and beating Michael van Gerwen in the final.
180.
Fourth 180 of the game, third for Chris Dobey. Looking to just restore some order to this contest, or in fact, not even restore it, introduce some with a hold of throw.
29.
Certainly going to be first down to the double.
180.
Banging in these 180s.
140.
Good dart. Double 16.
Game shot on the 4th.
12 darter. He's on fire, that is what he's on.
99.
Serene stuff from Hollywood. And every chance now of a 15 dart or fewer leg. Again, on the throw to go 5-1 up against the Northern Irishman.
Feels like he's given up in this leg, Daryl Gurney. Might be about to lose it by nearly 300 points. And he just has, because it's 5-1 Dobey. And the inexorable march to another Pro Tour final, potentially a 5th out of 25 this year. Well, it's going to take something good to beat you. And yes, this room full of 128 players, there are players capable of the spectacular. But if you don't produce it against Chris Dobey, there's a very good chance you're going to lose. Because everybody who's gone up against him today so far has found that out to their cost. Gurney leaves 120. But the problem is, Dobey is going to get a dart at double 13 for 6-1.
68.
It's a surprise when he misses anything the way he's playing here. Daryl Gurney, crumbs off the table. Can he gobble them up? Needs a treble. the treble above that.
It's a very small target he's going for there. Moving over to the left, trying to just cram it in above and to the left-hand side of that dart. Dobey. Double 4. Double 2. Hollywood is a leg away from the final. Hasn't anything
100.
from Daryl Gurney's going to throw a roadblock up in the way of Chris Dobey. Just bulldozed through, and he continues to bulldoze.
180.
And Daryl Gurney at the minute will feel like he stood in front of a bulldozer or possibly a steamroller.
94.
You get the impression that the towel has come in from Daryl Gurney here. This is too much.
49.
Bit of a no mass game for Daryl Gurney. He just probably just wants it to end, which it will in one further flick of the Chris Dobey wrist at double 16, quite possibly.
40.
Gurney lost to him in April. He lost to him in August. He has lost to him in October. And on each occasion, Chris Dobey has gone on to take the title. Does he do it for a third time today? Because he's in the final with an imperious display. 104 average.